I'm interviewing Lil Tecca's photographer. He recently shot Lil Tecca recently. I'm gonna be interviewing my guy Hana. He recently shot Lil Tecca. Chat, let me know how you feel about these flicks, bro. These flicks are absolutely crazy. And by the way, he has photographed a lot of other people. He photographed Neon and shit. Kyle Rich. I think I met him at this show. He's tough, and I'm hella excited to reach out to him and interview him.
Oh, you can see me?
Yeah, I can see you, bro. I can see you, bro. Yo.
Copy.
I know you wanted to be on my stream for a minute. You're watching the stream too? Just in case, I scroll through your page and stuff. Bet. I know you wanted me to interview and shit like that for a minute, so I'm happy that you decided to be on type shit.
Yeah, I was trying to, for a little minute, I was trying to see, but, you know.
Yeah, life got busy. I know that we finna talk about your Lil Tecca shit. Have to talk about that. I was literally playing the Lil Tecca music just to hype that up. So.
Word.
But yo, introduce yourself real quick, man. Let the people in the chat know. I got 6 viewers in the chat. Let them know what your name is and shit. You feel me?
Yo, my name is Hana. I do mostly concert photography and shit.
And sports too as well. I showing the stream now. You do sports as well.
Yeah, I do sports too. It's just I haven't done too much of that lately, but I've been getting back into it.
You do a lot of shit. I'm gonna ask you this type shit, what got you started for real? How did you get started with how did you get started doing this shit?
Concerts. It was there was a show in my hometown for Didi Osama, and I saw that, and I asked, and they were like, "Oh, sure." So I pulled up, and then ever since then I was like, "Oh, it's kind of fun." That was my first concert I went to, and then the second one after that, it was the next month I shot for Polo G.
Damn, bro.
That was that was 2 years ago, and then then I had a little dry spell, and then I kept going, and now I do as many as I can.
Yeah. When you say dry spell, do you mean it was a dry season type of thing?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It was very, very dry. But it's some of it I've learned there's certain periods of the year that is like that,
Yeah. I feel September for me was kind of that dry spell in a way, but not in terms of me still shooting, but being able to have opportunities like I did in the summer. You don't really get a lot once it hits the fall season and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me it's kind of the opposite. The first half of the year, or at least January through April to May, is usually slow. Usually the second half. Last year, the second half of the year is when I shot the big festival for Sleepy and Chef G and shit like that.
Yeah. And well, first off, how did you even get that Polo G opportunity, and do you feel that kind of picked up from there?
I bought a ticket. Me and my boys, we went up there. That was my senior year. Yeah, I bought a ticket, and then I snuck my camera in, and then I met one of A Boogie's videographers.
Oh,
and
shit.
I've been tapped in with him since then. And that week after that show, he had me do a behind the scenes music video for Danny Dior.
Oh,
and then that's when I met her and her manager, and then we went from there. And then it was dry after that for a bit. I think I did Enely Choppa a few months later, and 41. That was the first time I shot for 41.
Is this
and then it was dead for months.
Damn, bro. Shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I think it was May of 2023.
Damn, bro. And so so after this, when you did this was kind of from when you went to the Polo G show, right? How did it kind of build up from there? Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of networking. Every time I go to an event, I meet people, I talk to people. That's what most of the shit is,
Yeah.
I just do a whole bunch of talking to people. I talk to everyone, and then I always am on Instagram, looking for new opportunities.
Weird, bro. And you're just always quick for it type shit. You're just quick.
Yeah, I try to. Yeah, there's also a lot of there's also a lot of times where shit doesn't go as planned also. Like
Hmm.
like last weekend I was supposed to shoot for Young Boy, yeah, at the
Oh
Barclays Center, but
shit.
then
Damn.
they didn't have my media pass when I got there. They accidentally gave them all out. So I was pissed.
Oh shit. They gave them out like
Yeah.
all of a sudden, just like randomly, like.
Not really. It's just about if you reach out to people on the teams,
Hmm.
and I reached out and I got it. I was supposed to have it, but then it just wasn't there. I don't know what happened.
Damn. Do you think that if you had like reached out earlier, like you would have probably, or not reached out, but if you, or maybe if you did reach out, or if you like came to that like concert earlier, that you would have been able to have
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I got there
gone
too
there?
late because
Damn.
traffic.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the
No.
Barclays Center is like was like an hour and 45 minutes from me. I had to be
Oh
there at
shit.
7, so
Damn.
I left at 5. But because of traffic, I didn't get there until like 8 o'clock.
Damn, bro. Yeah. By
So
then,
yeah,
by then they're probably like out of that shit. Like you gotta be there probably like an hour, like or two before. Like probably best bet 2 hours. So you
Mm.
probably should have left at like
Yeah,
5 for that, honestly.
yeah.
But
That shit hurt.
went inside, it would have been YN Central, bro. Like the amount of videos. Pull up. I gotta show
I've
TikTok.
been listening to Young Boy since like 2018, 2019. So I really was
Yeah.
trying to shoot that. That would have been great.
Yeah, same. It would have been sick to have probably shot that concert. I mean, like your boy had shot the show in a different state prior, so he knew and just hooked you up type
Not
shit.
he worked with he did music videos for one of the artists.
Oh, okay, okay. Probably one of the
Yeah,
openers, yeah.
one of his openers. That's how.
Yeah, that works a lot. Like you gotta like have openers type shit. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's usually how you have to get into. That's how I got into Kaylani. I worked with
yeah.
Anicia's team.
Oh, word. Okay, bet. At least you're close. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I wish I was close for an opportunity like that. You know. So, hey man, you're doing your thing.
How long you been doing it?
Like doing photography for
Yeah.
2 years. 2 years. Um,
Word.
I wanted to be a musician when I first started. Funny enough. Um, and like that's when I was like, this was like probably around this time, like 2 years ago. That I wanted to be a musician, so like I just grinded toward it. We'll going to shows, and I brought my camera since I already had a camera at the time. I was just shooting like whatever show I went to. Um, Not every show at the time. This was like early, like late 23, early 24, and then mid 24, like in the summer was when I was going crazy, going to every show, and then from there I started working with some outlets, you know, like late 24 and shit like that, and then like early 25,
Mm.
like this year is when I'd say like I was on a dry spell for a bit, like early 25, but I was shooting sports, not concerts, and then just like since then I've just had a lot of crazy moments. It's been a ride, but you know this is about you, so that's my journey
No,
type
no, no,
shit.
you're good for sure. I mean, everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, I
It's just
mean, oh yeah, what did you
all about
say?
how you get there.
Yeah, how did I meet you? That's the funny thing, cause I'm like, did I meet you at the Pop Out and Peace shit, or it was some other shit?
No, I never went to that one. I went to. I don't even remember actually.
Cause we,
I was trying to. I was trying. You said what?
yeah, like I don't know if I had met you during that event or it was some event beforehand. Like I don't know. Like we met some time ago, or maybe like I had hit
Yeah.
you up. I think.
I don't. I don't remember for sure.
Oh, okay, I think they maybe Major Flare reposted your photos, and I was like, bet, let me hit you up or something.
Wait, who?
Major Flare was the company that I was working with when I was at Papa and Peace for Kyle Rich. And
Oh,
yeah, so I think that's how I met you. It was like I was looking for people shooting the same shit. And I came across you or
no word.
something.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you. I think you reached out to me first. I think you wanted to do an interview,
Yeah.
but then we were just both busy as fuck.
At the time, but here we are now, going crazy.
I mean, at least we made it happen, though.
Yeah, and like, what was I gonna say? So, yeah, why be and all that? I'll kind of backtrace a bit. So like, at first it was A Boogie, and then you moved up to Kaylani, I think too, or whoever the rapper was at 80K. You moved up to that, and then Kaylani after. Like it just kept on building from there. Like, what artists you say have you shot since then, and like tell the story of how each one has happened since.
I mean, my most recent one was Tecca, but before that,
Okay.
I shot for the baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
shot the
peeped
baby in the
that. I peeped that. Tell the story of this. This is crazy. The baby's crazy.
um. How do I even do that? Oh, my boy that works with Sleepy and Chef's photographer. I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, bro, do you know anyone that's shooting this?" He's like, "Yeah." And
Oh shit.
he one of the dudes that was running that event, he gave me their info.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You found them through like just trying to find people like that shot the event before, and you just hit them up type shit.
Now I saw the event that they were it was a New Jersey like peace event. So
Okay.
I saw that and um what's it called? Yes, I saw that they damn muffle. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Yes, I saw that they had posted it. So I had just reached out because I never shot the baby before, and I've been listening to the baby
Yeah.
for a minute. So I've always wanted to shoot him.
Yeah. And so you just found like the people involved, and then you just went from there type shit.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how you gotta do for a lot of these things.
True. I feel like I did that a lot more for like underground shows, but probably not really recently for like other shit. Cause I feel like at least probably not for a lot of shows recently. I don't know. It's been a lot more just someone I know type shit, if that makes sense, or I don't know, like a production media company, like publication type shit.
Yeah, publications I find that very hard recently for like a bunch of shows I'm trying to shoot.
Yeah, it and it's kind of limited because it like some small outlets won't really give you the access to like bigger shows because they probably can't afford to, you know what I mean, compared to
Yeah.
bigger ones. But with an artist, you can go
hmm
straight through type shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, but man, if I have to ask you about Tekka, you definitely have to talk about this because this shit was crazy. I remember seeing your story. I was like, this nigga lived the dream. Hunter lived the dream. So have to know how this happened for you because this is crazy. So I gotta hear from you, bro.
Actually, I reached out to Tekka's main photographer, the one that shot his album cover for actually the song you're listening to right now.
Oh, like right now,
That yeah, that album right there.
Heaven on Earth.
Yeah.
Shoot,
That album he shot that and he shot the album cover for Plan A.
damn.
And I reached out to him. I was like, "Yo, bro, let's lock in." He's like, "Copy." And then I just got there. I shot it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie, that was probably one of my favorite shows I
ever went to.
yeah, just Tekka is one of those artists. He's just very energetic.
Yeah,
He he got he knows how to perform and control the crowd, which is always great
hella.
for a show like that.
Yeah, and what's the photographer's name, by the way, if you don't mind sharing his name, just to show the
Uh,
stream to work.
Shot by Cones.
Okay, shot by cones. Bet. I don't know how to spell it. Hold up.
Uh, Cone.
T or D?
C, like cow.
Oh, okay, cones. Cone. Shot by cone. Okay, bet. There we go. Perfect.
Yeah, that one right there.
I'm gonna give him a follow. You think I should DM him, be like, let's lock in?
I mean, the best thing for him though, I would just like try to like get to know him in a sense, and then like try to
Yeah.
uh, eventually ask him
Word, bet.
because he is very busy with like tour and shit like that.
True, true, true. But I'm gonna probably apply it for other photographers and shit. Like,
Yeah, word for sure.
it's smart that you're hitting up people around the teams. I wouldn't have thought about that. Or I thought about that, but the work, like, I know that if I were to probably try to hit up like Blady's team, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to find that, I guess. But maybe you
But
know
whose
your,
team?
like, you know how Blady performed that Under the K Bridge recently in Netspend and
What?
stuff.
Uh, last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, my boy was at that show.
Yeah, who? Leo? Leo?
No, no, no. He like one of my boys from my hometown. He just
Oh,
he
right.
bought a ticket. He just went down there.
Damn. Okay, bet. Yeah. Well, I think that I don't know. Maybe you probably do the extra work when it comes to just finding the opener or finding the people around the team and stuff. Mind you, like when you reach out to these people, is it like a day in advance, like last minute, or it's like a week in advance or two? Like, how would
I'm
you
not.
say?
Sometimes I'll reach out a couple months in advance as soon as something is like dropped like or
Okay.
announced, and then also I'll do like a follow up like a couple weeks or like a month, and then I'll hit them like
Okay.
few days before.
That's the move. Someone was asking, "What's your camera?" in the chat. Relay K asked, like, "What's your camera?"
I usually shoot on a T7, but my camera broke,
Oh shit.
so I, I borrowed uh for Tekka I used a 60D,
Damn. You know what's crazy? That's the
and
camera
that
that I
was
first have, or shot with.
what 60D.
Yeah, that's the first camera I copped. Swear to God.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was probably one of my best work for a show.
The way you edited this shit looks like it came out of a freaking like a Sony camera that kind of on some like what Krug shoots with. He's one of the best photographers out there right now.
His Tekka show was insane.
Did you like? Have you ever like?
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else or said in the chat that's crazy. I have both of the 60D, and the 60D is low light. It's pretty bad. It is pretty bad in low light. I'm not gonna lie. Like in my experience shooting, like with the 60D in stages and shit, it's like low. Like the light is terrible for with like from the camera.
You know, I have a 70 to 200 2.8. That's why
Oh,
that
okay,
definitely
okay,
helped
okay,
a.
okay.
Yeah.
I think mine is like
Yeah, that would,
3.5 still for mine. Well,
yeah, I shot yeah, I know that's one of my most recent shots. I shot on. Yeah, that was my only shoot I've done with those. Besides, I did a photo shoot today with that camera. That's the first time I ever used it.
damn, that's crazy. You must have known. Yeah, the 2.8 definitely helps, but I think also just knowing that you can also like know how to edit as well. Like if you know how to edit, then it makes it even better. That's crazy that you were able to make Tekka happen, bro. And I'm happy that you made that happen because that's huge. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was definitely a must shoot for me. It was great.
Wow, bro. I mean, what doors have you feel like have you feel like this kind of opened up for you since you got to shoot this? Like, what doors do you feel like this kind of helps you out with moving forward? Like, future shoots, like future shows, shit like that. Like, what do you feel like that? Or what do you feel can really happen for this moving forward?
Um, not gonna lie, I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that it would show like what work I'm capable of and be able to showcase my photos in like a dark type of style because a lot of shows are dark,
Hmm.
so to be able to pull off photos like these,
Hmm.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does, yeah. Cause you're trying to do something that kind of is different. Like, you're trying to showcase a way that you're in the experience of the concert. If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, and also it's what the fuck?
You're good.
Oh, my computer's turned off. Yeah, no, it's also it's my fault. You can continue. I have a lot of brain farts right now.
Yeah, you're good. Someone asked in the chat, so how does he get his media passes? Like, if I wanted to go to an NBA game. Riley asked that in the chat.
Now, NBA that is like almost impossible if you aren't working with a team because
Hmm.
they have their own um like production companies that do it and like hired
Hmm.
photographers. I've tried. I don't know. That'll be like a very tricky thing for me. But
Hmm.
just media pass in general, you just have to reach out to teams and like management, openers, anybody that you could think of that has something to do with media, and that's what you have to do.
Yeah, I feel like as well. Um, you have to have like experience, kind of like shooting sports in general. Like, and I know that like from your page, like you have some sports stuff, but I definitely think when it comes to like shooting sports, like not only is like photo something that they want, but like video especially. Like video especially. I feel like video is kind of becoming that more bigger thing now in a lot of sports organizations. Like, they're more in demand than ever, I feel like. So
You know, definitely. It's also if you can do both, it also puts you above everyone else.
yeah, if you do both especially, like, you're up there for sure. Like, up there for sure. Someone asked, like,
Yeah,
I think it was one of the posts I scrolled, but was that Baby Chief do it or something like that? I mean, one of the posts.
yeah, that was.
Where
Yeah, I shot. He had a show in Jersey, and I went out there.
where is it again? Cause I don't know if I had scrolled past.
Oh
Um,
yeah, go. If you go up, it should be. It was in like July, so if you scroll up past these ones right here.
okay. Oh, here. Okay, Baby Chief. Yeah. Ah, bro. How do you feel about him being like an AI chat GPT rapper?
I
That
think
was
he was just joking. I think he was just doing it just to stir the media, which he did.
that was funny as fuck, bro. That shit was funny as shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, Baby Chief, do it. You shot Kalani, or actually, I'm gonna ask about the Kyle Rich shit, and then I'll ask about Kalani because I shot Kyle Rich through the production company I hit up. But you did the same, or it was like, how did that happen? This was like August 5th. This was at Terminal 5
The-
too. So
Yeah, that was at the Sleepy Hollow and Chef G. That was their last show that they performed in New York before they both got
Oh.
locked up.
Oh
So
shit.
I reached out to their photographer, and I've been chatting with him for a little minute, and he likes my work, and he told me he
No
could
way.
hook me up with it. So
Damn, bro.
I did that show. Yeah, it was crazy.
And
It was definitely a great show.
Was Neon the same event or it was different?
Yeah, he was at that event.
What was it? Did you ever chat with Neon? Did you ever chat with him or not?
Nah, I wasn't able to.
Yeah, that's. But I'm sure he was like clip farming, wasn't he?
And he was definitely being a troll on stage.
That must have been funny as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of his stuff, but he's doing it. He's making it happen, so you can't hate.
Yeah, nah. Every like tweet, like every clip I see now is like just girls. Like he just has girls, bro. Like it's just OF girls
Mhm.
and shit. Like, and like, damn near 7 years ago, he was like a 14, 13-year-old kid, like fucking trolling on NBA 2K and shit. Like if you've known about him
Yeah,
from way back then, like, yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know, man. These Twitch is changing lives, man. Ah, man.
Definitely, it's opening up a lot of doors for people that didn't know they could do anything else.
Yeah. Someone said what's up in the chat to you, by the way. MTS photo. He said what's up to you.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, so. Yeah, man. I mean, finally I'll ask about Sleep Alita too. I'm gonna ask about Kalani, because Kalani's huge, man. And that must have been a crazy experience. Like, would you say that this was like your first show where it felt like, damn, I'm really doing something for real? Or like, what would you say was your first show where you felt like you were doing something? And if not, how did you
Yeah,
feel about Kalani, man?
it was definitely this show right here. It was like a full circle moment for me.
Mm.
Um, it was really like I was able to just sit in and realize everything I'm doing is happening, and it my work has put me in positions
Mm.
that a lot of people didn't think was possible, that I didn't think was possible, and it's showing me that it's happening for a reason.
Mm.
And the photo I just sent you, that was
Oh, okay, bet. Oh, wow.
that was to be in front of all those people. It made me just realize, like, I took a step back and actually let it soak in before the
Yeah.
show actually like happened. All those people were paying for that, and I'm in front of all those people working.
Bro, that's
It was
huge.
definitely great. That was one of my top three shows I've ever done,
Top
just for
three.
the fact of like how big it was.
Wow, that photo is like, that's probably when you that photo right there. Like this photo's like one in the books. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll always look back at the photo because that was my main show that I've done where I'm like, oh, I can continue to do what I love, and it is definitely a big ego boost.
Ego boost is
Yeah,
crazy. Crazy word.
yeah. It it shows you that what you like doing is possible, and around that time is when a lot of people were telling me like photography is not going to get me anywhere. And then
Hmm.
not long after that, it was like that was like a couple weeks after my birthday. I shot
Hmm.
that, and it's getting me somewhere.
Yeah, your birthday was middle of September, correct? Or
Not the end of August.
in August? Yeah. I wish you a happy birthday. I think so. Happy belated. If I didn't, but
Yeah, no, you definitely did. I appreciate it though.
yeah, I gotta look out for my photographers. You feel me? But
And
yeah,
of
man.
course, of course.
Yeah, but nah, I mean, I get to that. That's definitely like one of your top ones for sure. I mean, and and Tekka too. You'd say like that's like top. Where would you rank like? What's your top 3 performances overall?
Like performances all in all,
Yeah,
or
just
just like experiences at a show, like artist performances.
like photography in general. Like, what's like your top
Oh,
3 like shows you photographed or ones you've been to in general? You could have just been like a fan at them or whatever, but like you know, at them or
um,
whatever. But like,
shows I've photographed, I definitely say I'll put for my top three: Tekka,
mm,
Kaylani, at the Barclays Center, and then
yeah, yeah.
I'll have to say the Winners Festival for Chef G and Sleepy,
Oh, bet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's top. That's how I
but
found you at that time. That's how I found you.
o- overall, I'd say like my top three of just seeing like their performance, I would say still Tekka, Kaylani, but then Four Bets.
Four
I
bats.
went to his show. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
last year I went to his show, and just he, even as like small of an artist he was last year, the stuff he had set together for his show and like
Mm.
choreographed and everything.
I saw you got
It,
this backstage photo here. I wonder how that came about meeting him or how that experience was. Like, was he aura farming and shit?
I was like, "Yo, what's good?" And then he dapped me up, and then I asked him if I could take a couple photos. He said, "Yeah," so I got a couple photos of him.
Asked in the chat. Ask him if he would try videography.
As of right now, I don't think so, only because I still have so much to learn with photography. It's just I don't want to flash my brain right now with a whole nother foreign environment of things to learn.
Mm.
And also that's a whole nother level of stress of stuff. I did videography a little bit, like within the past couple of years. I sold my camera because I didn't really like it too much.
Okay.
Like I went
That
to
makes sense.
my old basketball team. I was very cool with close with the coach, and
Okay.
they actually went to Canada for a tournament, and he invited me to go with them. So I did video for that whole trip, and it was so
Mm.
much work. I had over like 3 hours worth of footage from the whole trip, and to go through that, it really took away all the joy from that.
I think if you did like some shit with a VHS, that's when you'll have
Hmm.
hella fun. Cause like I bought some like I bought a Sony TRV like 308. The shit kind of broke
Hmm.
low key like the some shit with the tape. Cause like I bought like the USB cable tape, but I got like this like power play like extra monitor or external monitor, and it relays the footage from like when you connect it from the camera to the screen, so you can record the footage on the screen. So I recommend getting some shit like that.
I definitely thought about it in the near
Yeah,
future. I definitely, hopefully, I want to.
it's cheap. They're on eBay and shit, bro. I'll ask this: like, if you were to kind of go back to who you were before, like you started all of this, or when you were first starting this, and you were to kind of give advice to that person, and I feel like for anybody in the chat, especially who's just starting to do photography or has done it but wants to get to a certain level, like you and I, and we want to shoot these big artists, like, what would you tell the person that you were like way back then? You know what you know now, and how to do the things that you're doing now, or just any advice getting into this, things like that. Like, what would you tell that person? You know?
I mean, I would tell my older self just keep going, definitely.
Hmm.
Um, everything happens for a reason,
Hmm.
and just persevere through any hardships that might be coming.
Where,
But
bro?
I anyone that ever reaches out to me or asks me like about starting photography and everything, I always tell them the same thing. Just just stay consistent, always network. Oh yeah, just don't do it for the money.
Hmm.
If you go into it greedy, it's not going to end well. when you start, if you really want to succeed, you have to do a lot of shit for free. I still do a lot for free because it's
Mm.
the most important thing is networking.
Yeah,
You can
truly
do
that.
something for free and gain 100,000 viewers, and or you can charge someone $300 and just get no viewership. So,
Yeah.
especially when you first start viewing and networking and meeting new people, you're gonna get a whole lot more for yourself in the long run than you would think about.
True that. True that. That's some good advice. Cause I mean, like, I feel like for a lot of people, like, most of us do this for a passion, but some people do say that you should charge for your work and stuff, especially when you get to a certain point. I mean, to a certain degree, but I feel like it really depends on probably the work that you have or just overall kind of like just knowing how to conduct business. And I feel like for a lot in this music industry, like a lot of people are willing to do it for free. And so I feel like you can't really stand out in that regard because it's like everybody's going to be wanting to do this shit for free, you know?
Yeah, but if you're serious enough about everything, then you'll see what works for you. You'll see, and you'll learn as you go. Everything's not going to happen overnight.
Mm.
There's always going to be mistakes that happen, even little dumb mistakes like forgetting your batteries or SD card or
Yeah.
shooting on the wrong setting or even like not changing your settings through a whole show and you look
Mm.
and half or all the photos are fucked up. As long as you just keep your head on straight, everything happens for a reason. You know,
Mm.
you're gonna do good is if you're consistent.
I appreciate you deciding to be on the stream, being able to also give other photographers in the chat advice. I feel like that was definitely needed. So yeah, I genuinely appreciate you doing that because I feel like a lot of people in the chat as well probably needed that too. So I appreciate you for giving your expertise or advice to them as well, and just the interview in general, asking questions or answering questions. Appreciate you, Hunter, for real, bro.
No, definitely, of course, of course. I'll always do it again. So if you ever
Hell
want me to,
yeah,
just let me
bro.
know.
Yo, and chat, if you didn't notice already, follow my boy Captured by Hunna. Is it Hunna? Cause like you're trying to like play on the word like Hunter with Hunna, like 100, some shit like that. Like, is that it or it's clever, bro?
Now, it's his nickname that I was called. My name's Hunter, so I
Oh,
used to go.
word.
They used to call me Hana, or
Damn,
and
bro.
captured by Hana kind of it
Captured
kind
by
of go together, you know.
Captured by Hunna. That's tough, man. Yo, everybody check
Or
out
I got
Captured by Hunna. Dope photographer, dope
or got it got
opportunities.
it got it tatted.
Oh, for real? Oh
Yeah,
shit, nah, that's crazy. Captured by Hunna.
or
He reps out on his chest. He reps out on his chest or his arm, technically.
or definitely.
Ah shit,
I
yo.
definitely appreciate it though.
Yeah, yo, everybody check out Captured by Hunna's work. Dope stories, man. I feel like your stories have definitely been like the most interesting for streams, so thank you so much for that, man. Genuinely.